It was supposed to be the perfect end to a fantastic career. Instead, Zinedine Zidane, the greatest player of his generation, departed world football in disgrace. His headbutt on Italian defender Marco Materazzi was a moment of madness. Zizou has written some great chapters in football's recent history. How sad that he should save the most shameful episode for the final page of his story. But we should remember the good times too. And this is our tribute to all that was great about Zinedine Zidane.
He's got an elegance about him that you don't see in any other player when it comes to controlling the ball or going past someone.
He won the FIFA World Player of the Year 3 times.
He's a ballerina on the pitch because the way he moves across the pitch, his first touch with both feet.
The golden ball at this year's FIFA World Cup.
For me, he is the best player in the world. No one else comes close.
And despite his achievements, he remained modest throughout.
I don't consider myself a superstar.
La Place de la Tartane is the main square of La Castellane, a poor working-class suburb of Marseille. It's where Zidane, who was the son of Algerian immigrants, first developed his footballing talent and his love of the game. It was a tough environment, but according to French striker Sidney Govou, the influence of Zidane's humble upbringing never left him.
Zidane is Zidane. He's more than just a footballer in France. His standard is higher than the rest. He's a source of great pride in France, and he's shown that you can combine a quiet private life with a fantastic career.
The highlight came on home soil in 1998 when France hosted the FIFA World Cup. The host's ambitions seemed to revolve around Zidane, who at the time was widely regarded as the best midfielder in the world. He was man of the match in their opening game against South Africa, but in their second, a stamp on the Saudi Arabian midfielder Fouad Amin saw him sent off, putting France's campaign in jeopardy. It was his first sending off at international level, and of course it wouldn't be his last. Zidane returned to the side for the quarter-finals, and redemption was to come in the final against Brazil. His 2-headed goals against the reigning world champions helped the hosts to a comfortable 3-0 win in Paris. With home advantage, Les Bleus were tipped to do well, but very few considered them as potential winners. Many claimed they lacked a true striker. But as the tournament progressed, it became apparent that with Zizou in the side, anything was possible.
Zizou came up trumps just when we needed him to. It's true that everyone had been asking questions and saying that he had never scored goals. The team had reached the final, and there he answered those critics. And how he answered them? By scoring twice. 2 headers that the whole world, especially the French public, will never forget.
The greatest generation of French players had finally delivered, and 2 years later they went on to become European champions, with Zizou pulling the strings once more. But in a career with many highlights, winning the FIFA World Cup surpasses everything before and after.
It's the fondest memory that I have. Prior to that, my best moment in football had been beating AC Milan and all their stars with Bordeaux in the UEFA Cup. Then came the World Cup. The World Cup was something magical for us. To win the World Cup in France, in front of our own people, in front of our friends, you couldn't wish for anything better.
Zidane's ability first came to the fore in the French top flight. After 4 seasons with AS Cannes, he moved to Bordeaux in 1992. He stayed with Les Girondins until 1996, when Italian giants Juventus came calling. But none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for the late Jean Varot, a scout for Cannes. Ask Zidane himself, and he'll tell you Vareux was the biggest influence in his career. Speaking in 2003, Vareux recalled the first time he saw a young Zidane in action.
I was drawn to his technical ability. I'd never seen anything like it before. The other people who were watching were more concerned with the game itself, the individual battles. They didn't seem to notice his virtuoso performance. It didn't take me long to pick him out. He was fantastic.
Zidane's move to Juve saw him develop into a truly world-class talent. He won 2 Serie A titles with the old lady, but he failed to win the Champions League. Zidane's quest for more silverware took him to Real Madrid, who paid a world record €75 million for his services. The fee was a lot to live up to, even for Zidane, but with Luis Figo, Ronaldo and David Beckham also moving to the Bernabeu, Real president Florentino Perez was determined to sign the world's greatest players. The Champions League arrived in 2002. The Los Blancos have just completed 3 seasons without winning a major trophy. France's coach Raymond Domenech, though, remained an admirer.
He's not an out-and-out goal-scorer, nor is he a defender, really. He links everything together. He especially knows how to bring others into the game. Because of his technique, he's brilliant in every situation. You give him the ball and you know that something's going to happen. He has genius and can get the whole team playing.
After Euro 2004, Zidane, along with Lilian Thuram and Claude Makélélé, retired from international football. But with France struggling in qualifying for the 2006 FIFA World Cup, the trio returned to secure their place in Germany, where Zidane, leading the way, would embark on one last hurrah.
I think to an extent that you're born with something. And then you need to work hard. A lot of work, a lot of practice at training, and then if you wish to continue doing what you enjoy, and you wish to become better, you will improve, year on year. I was fortunate to have this technical ability. It made me stand out from the crowd a little bit.
He was the greatest player since Maradona, and as with the Argentine, we should remember the genius rather than the moments of madness. It was a crazy end to a fantastic career.